Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to another exciting episode of the restoration of Noel. This week we've got your special Halloween edition. Come with me. So I'm just going to show you that this panel here is all finished as I said it would be at the last episode. So it's all been welded, it's all been ground down, the edges have been primed and it's been sealed, which actually is an improvement over the original. There we go, the old focus problem again. It's an improvement over the original construction, really, because there was no sealer used originally. So that could be construed as, not being original. Obviously, it's not original because there's a new panel in. We've got a bit more chassis painted as well. And if you remember, I wasn't happy with that bit just there. See if I can, yeah. But now there's sealer down there. You can't tell really. Plus, when the wing goes on, you're not going to see it. So I'm feeling a bit better about that. And from this side, it's out of focus again. But it's looking, it's looking pretty good. And I'll tell you the other thing that I was kind of happy about, just putting the light down, when I talked about this being warped through too much heat. When I actually checked the other side, guess what? It wasn't flat either. It was exactly the same kind of deal with heat from the spot weld originally. So I was kind of happy about that because I've put actually extra authenticity into that panel. I've decided, trying to keep this bloody thing in focus, to not do anything about this weld. I think it's kind of nice. There's a seam. I've seamed it all the way across. It's spotted from the other side as well. And I just thought I was going to leave that as a testament to how nice that weld is. So anyway, this is the Halloween edition, and it's going to be scary. It may not be scary for you, but I tell you what, it was scary for me. I'm going to show you why just in a minute. You can see now I've got the gearbox tunnel out and the floor on the other side, and now you can see the extent of the hole in the footwell on the other side, which is pretty much exactly how the near side was. We were mentally prepared for that, but what we weren't mentally prepared for, and this is the scary bit, up there. Can you see that up there? Let's get in there, try and keep this bloody thing in focus. Look at that. Look at the state of that. I didn't fully see that when I bought Noel. I really didn't look under there. I saw that. There was no getting away from seeing that. And on this side is actually really nice. But unfortunately, that side is really, really awful. So I've stripped all of the heating vents, the heater, the flaps, fresh air flaps, and the controls, and the demister tubing, which, not the tubing, the actual kind of vent thing, which are just a series of tubes welded together. But I think they go for quite a lot of money second hand. So, and they were real fun to get off without breaking them. So if I bring you around this side, I've just got this wing off now this afternoon, which again was a bit of fun. I must admit I did have to grind quite a lot of it off. Quite a few fasteners did not want to come undone on this side, and I just didn't want to faff about. So I use my belt sander, which is great. It's an absolutely great bit of kit, and I just ground the heads off some of the bolts, especially the ones up there on this bracket, just there. Let me put this down. Let's see if this is going to work. Kind of not, kind of big shadow. Anyway, so this side, it's, I would say, a little bit better than the near side. I mean, not by much. I think the A post looks, if I just find a place to put this light, let me put it there. See if I can get this back into focus, and if I can get myself a pointing stick. There we go. So yeah, we've got a hole there, and it's absolutely full of rust flakes in there. Totally, look at that, full. That, I guess, has come from up in here. So what am I going to do about all this? Because this is what I would call scary. To try and repair that properly, it's going to be an absolute mission. It's not impossible, obviously, but it's going to be a hell of a job, because you're going to need to be welding upside down. And it's reasonably thin. I mean, originally I think the gauge of metal there is normal, whatever it would be, 18 gauge, I guess. So there's a massive chance of it kind of warping really to hell and back when you try and do something with that. I must admit, really, this bulkhead, yeah, you know, should have gone in a bin, I suppose, with the amount of rust that's in it. But we're not going to give up on this. I mean, definitely not now that we've, you know, done the near side. We're going to battle on. But what I've actually done already is I've gone and seen Steve Baldwin at Baldwin's 4x4 in Porth, and he's going to help me out with a decent top section from another series 2, and we're going to let it in. That's going to be the plan. So we're going to do a large repair, which is going to encapsulate all of this and all of underneath there, and probably all of this. I'm not sure whether I'll do it in one piece or whether we'll split it and do it in 2 sections. We'll have to wait and see how we go with that. But there you are. I just shown you there has been some progress. It hasn't been massive lately, because I've been busy doing other jobs around the house that needed doing. I've also been busy supporting the ceiling here. I don't know if you can see up by those number plates, there are some bolts now through the rafters of the garage, because we had a bit of saggage going on, which was causing ingress of water. Interestingly, amazingly, it hasn't really rained since I've jacked those rafters up, drilled them and bolted them to try and push the roof back into shape. So we're going to see. Jury's still out on whether that's fixed or not. We'll have to wait and see. So there he is, with no front wing on. Steering box, interestingly, looks amazingly clean and tidy, which is nice, which is very nice. But yeah, so obviously I've still got to do all of these repairs. This chassis down here looks on first glance to be pretty good. On the other side it was gone through there. I had to repair it. Obviously this bulkhead foot is pretty ill, and it's going to need a similar repair to what I did on the near side. So there you go. Thank you very much for coming on this journey with me and subscribing. I'm close to 200 subscribers now. It would be great to get over that 200 line. So if I'm not boring the absolute pants off you, please hit the subscribe and like buttons. And even if I am boring the pants off you, then fine, use me to go to sleep too. It's a double service going on here. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next exciting episode. Bye bye for now.